Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, y'all, from It's Still Cold in NYC. How are you doing? Good morning, all about food. How are things up in Boston? Probably colder than it is here. I shouldn't complain. Good morning. Hey, y'all, over on Instagram. Good morning, beautiful Cheryl P. Williamson. How are you doing? Amazing woman. If y'all aren't following Cheryl, what are you doing with your life? Okay. She is a media mogul. A, a, she calls it a magazine, but actually it's a quarterly bookazine, I like to call it. So get on over there to Cheryl P. Williamson, the Cheryl magazine. You are missing a treat if you are not subscribed. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning, Shauna from sunny Georgia. How are y'all doing? Good morning. Good morning. Missed y'all last week because I was work traveling at a maison 276 meeting, traveling this week, but I was like, I can't miss 2 weeks in a row. So we're just doing the thing live right here from New York. It is not snowing. It had been raining all week. So it's not raining anymore. Now it's just super, super windy. I'm looking at it out there. Oh, you got winter mix, snow, rain, and ice. You know what, Boston? You're doing too much. you You're doing too much. Okay, I this is my rigged studio. I don't normally go live in the apartment. I might do some behind the scenes. So I had to set things up strategically in front of the window. This is best light. It's actually not bad. It would be better if the sun were out, but it's fine. It's fine. Nobody's dog is barking because in New York, everybody got dogs in their apartments. So it's pretty quiet though. So how are y'all doing? Hey, Darlene. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Yaya Roth. I love you back, Cheryl. How are y'all doing? So full transparency, y'all, because I've just been on the go. I had not normally. I really spend a lot of time thinking about what we're going to talk about this morning, y'all. We're doing community vision board. Community vision board. And so last night I got in late from a meeting and I went back and looked at some of the polls that we had done on YouTube about content. This was actually a couple of months ago. And overwhelmingly, the thing that the community said they struggle with the most, the main areas were fashion and skincare, which is great because I have created content around those two topics. But today I want to dig in more on your pain points, topics that you would like to see me expand more on, because I always say this community is for y'all. This platform, the beauty of aging, the community is for you. So that is what we are doing today. Hey, Phyllis, good morning. So I'm going to type that into the chat. Today we're doing a community vision board. I want to know what your pain points are and your struggles. And we're going to start with fashion, and then we're going to do skincare. So y'all be thinking about that while I'm typing it into the chat. I don't really know why the desk is beeping, y'all. It's one of those desks that goes up and down. It's electric. It's like a standing or sitting. I don't know what that was all about. Okay. Hey, Sister Girl Chronicles, how are you? Good morning. So, if you're just joining us, welcome to Coffee with Angel, or if you're new to the community, welcome to Coffee with Angel. I am Angel, the founder of Maison 276 and creator of the award winning 3-step system for silver, gray, and blonde hair, a healthy way to brighten, cleanse, and restore the natural brilliance of your hair without the use of purple dyes. Available nationwide at Walmart. That was actually why I'm in town this time, while I'm in New York this time, because I went to an event, a kind of Walmart related event. So, anywho, the day. And so we meet here every Friday morning. We talk about a lot of topics. Sometimes they're silver or mature hair care, sometimes fashion, lifestyle, fitness. But the community drives the conversation, and all of everything that we discuss is about you, about the woman who is unapologetically growing bolder. And so today's topic, good morning, Darlene. I appreciate you. So today's topic, we're doing a community vision board. We're planning out content for the next several months. And so I really want to know your pain point in two areas, because the polls say, your polls that you did on YouTube, that fashion and skincare were your challenges. So let's start with fashion. Are your challenges about fit? Are they about styling? Do you need shopping tips, or do you need more content on how to shop your closet? Is it more about how to look modern without being overly trendy? You want to be modern, but you also don't want to look like you're dressing like a 15-year-old. So let me hear. I know y'all got lots of questions, lots of insight, questions, tips. So let's hear. Remember, good morning, Idella. Remember, I don't come here to lecture. This is all about the community. So good morning, good morning. So what are some of your challenges? I know for me, personally speaking, I need to infuse more color into my wardrobe. You guys know last month I was here. Anyway, whenever I was here, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I came looking for color. And this was kind of not the right time of year for that, because everything was just basically neutrals, black, browns, khaki, and denim. So I wound up buying denim. Y'all know I love denim, multi-seasonal, versatile, but I still need to be very focused on looking for things that have more color. So when I come back next week, I'm going to swing through the stores again to see if they've uploaded some spring stuff. So, what are some of your challenges? Good morning. Y'all are quiet this morning. Good. Y'all are quiet this morning. Shauna, I can always count on you to jump on in. Unless y'all just got it. Shop off season is the key. Shopping off season is great, Darlene. I agree, especially from a value perspective. Absolutely. And that's interesting that you mentioned that, because I love to shop off season. And when I was shopping here 3 weeks ago, I remember thinking normally I would have bought a lot of stuff because it was on sale, great value. And what I realized was everything that I would have purchased there were things I didn't need. There were duplicates of things that were already in my wardrobe. And so shopping off season is great. Y'all, I don't know why this desk is beeping. I really don't. But there's a button I press and the beeping stops. And so that was something I was very proud of myself for not buying a bunch of stuff that I did not need. So shopping off season is key, is important, but make sure that you're not just buying something because it's a great value or it's something that you love, because you might have 3 more of those things already in your closet. All About Food says she loves fashion. She dresses for herself and she doesn't do trends or follow rules. Oh, absolutely. Your challenge is buying petite clothes, but I don't really like the fit. I buy regular clothes and have them altered. You know what? I actually agree 100%. I don't really know what the deal is with petites, the cut, because I'm 5'1", and so technically I would fall in the petite category. But like you, for whatever reason, I don't like the fit, and I buy regular sizes and I get them altered. So, I am not, I'm petite in terms of height, but not in terms of build. So maybe that's what the issue is. But yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely. That's a great point, too. That is a great point. So, if you're just hopping on, welcome to Coffee with Angel. This morning, we are doing community vision board in terms of planning the next content that is for you. So, first, we're talking about fashion because in a recent poll, a significant number of the community said fashion was an issue that they struggle with. So we're doing a deep dive into what the specific things are. Is it fit or is it styling? Is it stay modern without being overly trendy? Is it shopping tips, or do you need help shopping your closet? Oh, all about food. You're fine. Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna say I feel your pain. I'm fine with my height. I don't wish that I was taller, but you do have to be a little bit more careful in terms of the fit. I mean, you oftentimes it's length, right? The arm length, the pants length, and yeah, absolutely. So one of the things I would say in terms of maintaining a modern look is modern versus trendy. Like everything that comes out that's new is not bad. It really isn't. When I look at something that's trendy or something that's new, first of all, I ask myself, do I even like it? And if I like it, does it look good on me? And can I incorporate a new or trendy item into what's already in my wardrobe? And that's really key for me. If I have to build a whole new wardrobe around this trendy thing, then for me, that's not for me, because I always, one of my, unless it's a special occasion, that's different. But generally speaking, anything I bring into the closet, it has to be something that will work with things that I already have. If I bring in one thing and there's nothing, it typically won't come home with me. I have to at least think about multiple ways that I can wear things. And that's really the basis of forming a capsule wardrobe, which is a kind of new term, but honestly, it's just basics. It's about having the fundamentals, some basic things that are multi-seasonal, things that you can dress up, things that you can dress down. That's really all a capsule wardrobe is. It's just classic styling for you, and that can be different. Hey, Marcia. Hey, not before 10. It's storming in Chicago. Oh, wow. Well, be safe. So first of all, I am so, hey, Vicky from Houston. How are you doing? It's toasty in Houston. When I left home, it was like 80 degrees, and I had a coat with me because I was coming to New York, just like all the seasons in a 24-hour period. So when you're thinking about trendy things, like there's nothing wrong. There are always new things that are coming out. Sometimes they're just a reimagining. For those of us, I'm 66, so sometimes what the 30-year-olds think is new is just a reimagining of something from our youth, and that's okay too. That's okay too. But that's one way to, that's one test when you're looking at things that are trendy, is to test whether it's something that you can wear with wardrobe items that you already have. Any more fashion struggles? Otherwise, we're going to head right to the next topic, which was number 2 on your list, and that was skincare routines. So Vicky, if you just joined us, I am doing a deep dive on the recent poll that the community did on the top two things that they wanted to see more content on. One was fashion and one was skincare. And so I'm just doing a deep dive into what are some of your challenges and what things do you want more content about. Right, all about food. Most trends truly are from the past. One of the things that tickled me most is the bell bottoms, which they call flare. But if you're over 50, you remember wearing bell bottoms for sure when you were a kid. So I think that's so cute. The whole bell bottom thing, and even the florals, what they call the boho look. Yeah, we did that before already we did it with the bell bottoms, but y'all can bring it on back. It's all fine. Hey, good morning. Good morning. The gang's all here. Good morning. So another thing that people talked about was wanting more content around skincare. So most of the content that I've done around skincare, a lot of it has been makeup, because people will ask about my makeup regimen, my makeup routine. And I have several. I have the full face makeup vlog, and then I have summer face, and then I have, minimal product use. So there are makeup vlogs for pretty much every occasion that you might want. But what other types of skincare would you what other types of skincare content would you like? Some of the more common issues that we face as we age are hyperpigmentation. For some, it may not be wrinkles. It may just be kind of a dullness. Some, it may be sagging. And some, it may be how to adjust your makeup based on the changing needs of your skin. Because remember, our hair, our skin, all of those things change as we mature. And when we go through perimenopause and menopause, they change again. And so a lot of maybe legacy brand products that maybe you have been using for 20 years, sometimes they don't work anymore, not because something's wrong with the product, but because you have changed, your skin has changed, and your skincare needs have changed. And so let me know what some of those challenges are. Marcia, I'm interested in content that helps with sagging as we age. Okay. And that is, for the most, lack of collagen does have a lot to do with that. But there are some products that you can use. You can also visit with your dermatologist. It really depends on how much intervention you want. I don't think there's a right or wrong. I think it's what's right for you. Some women do fillers, some do Botox. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I would just say go to a reputable provider, i.e. a physician, or at the very least, a licensed certified nurse practitioner. And beyond that, you shouldn't be having anybody injecting anything into you, especially your face. And I do have I'm a 30 plus year healthcare professional. So I definitely have an opinion about who should be doing certain things. But absolutely. Okay, Marcia, that's one. Oh, thank you. This top, it's about a year old, Style Week. I don't know if it's still available. If it is, I'll put the link in the vlog description once it uploads. Thank you. Good morning, Terry. Murda, how to get a natural glow, right, without being overly made up. Okay, Murda, that's another content. Okay, we'll get some content on that, because you don't have to wear 15 products to look healthy. I'm a less is more. And as much as I can reduce the number of products that I use, the better. And so, yeah, well, especially Murda, as spring is coming, despite what some of us are experiencing right now. warmer weather is coming. And so I always, especially living on the Gulf Coast, right? I'm all about first protecting your skin. No matter where we live, we got to do that. We got to do the sunscreen. And then because it is so hot and humid, I want as few products as possible. So noted and noted. Great. How do you keep it light and bright around the eyes? That is great, a great question, Marcia. And that actually, well, there are two things. If you suffer from dark circles under the eyes, which some people do, and what I found is often that is hereditary. So if it's the dark circles from your skin, like just your natural skin tone, and over time that area has darkened, there are products that you can use to brighten that area. If that's not what the issue is, and if it's just like when your face is made up like mine is right now, that is definitely a type of concealer that I have. And in the makeup vlogs, I show you how to do that. And whether you have a full face or whether you just have foundation, and y'all know I don't have any brows or lashes. They're super thin, sparse, and the ones that I do have are white. So when my face isn't made up, it looks like I don't have brows or lashes. And so I do use, even with a minimal face, I will use some concealer under the eye to brighten that up. And when you're using just a few products, that is really helpful because it brightens the face without a whole lot of layering. Okay, I will definitely, but that is what I do. So those are two different issues. One, if you just have some natural darkening under the eye area, I can get some product recommendations to brighten that area up. But also it's how you apply your makeup. And it's just, it's contouring, and it's, under the eye area, around the cheekbone right here, 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 and here. And that really brightens up the face. It's the contouring. If you don't have cheekbones, you just have chubby cheeks like me, it gives your face some structure. I mean, we all have cheekbones, but you know what I mean. It gives your face some structure and it brightens that area up. So, okay, great. Let's see. So, okay, that's a great question. So if you're in Houston, I have a great esthetician, and actually, y'all, I interviewed her. The last podcast I did, I think that was right at the end of 2025. Camellia Elise, they have a phenomenal staff of estheticians. So if you're in Houston, she is great. Now, if you tell me if you're not in Houston, I can certainly tap into Lindsay, because I know she has a network of colleagues that she can recommend in various cities. But if you're in Houston, I'm going to put that in the chat. In Houston. And y'all know, I told you guys I was really, really gonna work on doing my self-care. And you're in the New York, New Jersey area. Okay, obviously I'm here a lot, and I just have a lot of friends here. So yeah, and my daughter goes to someone for, yep. I got it. I'm going to put that down in the chat. I'm sorry, in the notes, but I will also respond to you personally in the notes when I get that. New York. Do you prefer New York? Do you prefer New Jersey? Because I was just talking to a friend from New Jersey, and I was like, I'm going to be back next week. Do you come into the city much? And she was like, no. Because the recommendation I have, it'll be in Manhattan somewhere. I'm sure, like, because that's where everybody that I'm close to, that's where they live. But definitely will work on that for sure. And it is really important to check people's licenses. I mean, I can't stress that enough because there are a lot of people out here doing things that they are not, they're minimally trained. You want somebody that's with some experience and some license and some licenses, and that has been in business for a period of time. Good morning, you guys. Welcome to Coffee with Angel. If you are just hopping on, today we are doing our community vision board for upcoming content around fashion and skincare. Right now we're talking about skin. New York is okay. Okay, murder. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, I know where you are, murder. Okay, awesome. New York is okay. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Um, so today we're doing community vision board. Basically, you guys are sharing your not, it doesn't necessarily have to be a struggle. It may just be a topic around fashion, styling, or skincare. And how we landed on that is I did a poll a few months ago on the areas of content that you really wanted to see more of, and overwhelmingly they were fashion and skincare. And so we've been talking about styling your closet, staying modern without being overly trendy. But when you do see a trend that you like, how do you evaluate whether or not that's something that you should bring into your closet? The way I evaluate trendy topics is it's got to work with stuff that I already have, because that means it can be part of the cycle, right? It can't be a one-off type of thing. Instagram, y'all are quiet over there. Good morning. Hey, Raven, how are you doing? Good morning. Another one of my New York friends. It's so funny, Raven. Last night at the event that I was at, I ran into one of our old colleagues, not old, let me rephrase that. At the event that I was at last night, I ran into one of our HLVP colleagues from the program we did at Columbia a few years ago. So I hope all is well. I know that you're still making amazing cakes. Okay, and so now on the skincare, we've had people ask about hyperpigmentation, darkness under the eyes, and brightening the face. So, we'll do some more content around that. Esthetician services. I gave you a great recommendation for Houston if you're looking for an esthetician at Camellia Elise Spa. And in New York, I am going to scour my network to see who they recommend for esthetician services. And I'll get multiple options. I'm uptown, but depending on where you are, it's for some people, it doesn't matter. But I'll get some recommendations for you guys. So this has been awesome. This has been very, very helpful. I have not been putting out nearly as many vlogs because I've just been on the road so much, but I do have one that's going to drop hopefully tomorrow morning, but y'all stay posted. I'll drop a community post when it goes live. Tomorrow I am doing the second edition, birthday edition. So when I turned 65 last year, I did one on my very simple skincare regimen. Speaking of simple, super simple skincare regimen. And so my 66th birthday, it actually was at the end of December, but I'm just getting around to doing the vlog. But it's going to be my 5 non-negotiables for maintaining an active, vibrant, healthy life at 66, 76, all and beyond. Like, these are my 5 non-negotiables that I do. So look for that coming up tomorrow morning. And then next week, I'm going to be working on my denim vlog. Y'all know when I was here a few weeks ago, I bought some new denim pieces. So we're going to be styling denim for all occasions, from casual to elevated. So look for that middle of next week. And let's go over here to Instagram. You guys have any questions? Nope. So first of all, thank you, Instagram, for getting the for getting the screen right. Y'all know a couple of times the screen was doing very weird things on Instagram. So I am so happy that it's looking normal. It's looking normal. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Vicky. Camellia Elise is run by Lindsay Brantley. And in fact, it's a day spa. And it is so fabulous, such a beautiful, relaxing environment that Lindsay has created. And for my birthday in December, I told my family I just wanted like self-care, spa, gifts, gift cards, let me do what I want with them. Y'all, it is March 6th. I haven't used a single gift card yet. Terrible. So March will not end. This first quarter of 2026 will not end with me not having a spa day. It will not end. Y'all can hold me accountable. You can DM me every day. Angel, did you go to the spa? Did you redeem your spa gift cards? Because sometimes I'm not planning to do all the traveling and things come up. And this has kind of been that way for me, but not complaining, just super grateful for it all. Okay, guys, you love a good day. Yeah. It's very nice. I've been several times to visit. Lindsay and I are friends. I just haven't been as a customer. That's crazy. That's crazy, but it is a fabulous, fabulous, beautiful day spa. Absolutely. Okay, guys, before we get ready to wind up for this Friday, do you guys have any more things to put on the content vision board? Remember, we're talking about fashion challenges, or not even, it doesn't have to be a challenge. It could just be something you would like to see me do. Spring is coming up. So do you need some ideas for spring? It's also time to remember, I know we've been talking about closet cleansing and purging, but think about as the warm weather months come, it's going to be time to go through those winter clothes and just do a little bit of auditing. Was there something you haven't worn when you start thinking about changing those outfits over? That's what I'm going to be doing in about 4 weeks. In about 4 weeks, we'll be done with fall and winter wear on the Gulf Coast. And I'm going to be going through those clothes to see what did I not wear. And if I haven't worn it in 2 or 3 years, it might be time to purge. Keeping the eyes white. That is so interesting that you mentioned that, Phyllis, because someone asked me that in the chat earlier this week. So first of all, I would say if basic things that you have tried, like over-the-counter things like Visine, AccuView sells a great product. And I will put those in the vlog description as well. If the over-the-counter things have not worked to brighten your eyes, you might need to go see an eye doctor because it could be some other underlying issue. There are a lot of things that your eye doctor can diagnose or see as problems, oftentimes that have nothing to do with your eyes. For instance, when you do an annual eye exam, there is something, I'm not an ophthalmologist or an optometrist, but there is some part of that exam where they can tell if you have high cholesterol, for example, and you would think that has nothing to do with your eyes. So if basic over-the-counter things are not working, that definitely may a doctor's visit might be the next step, because it may be the cause, it may be some underlying issue. From a makeup perspective, there are certainly tips that you can use to brighten your eyes. And when I do the next makeup vlog, I'll go into that. But definitely if you look here, I have a very light color in the corners of the eye. And that really brightens the eye a lot. It's not a lot, it's just a little bit right there. And if you haven't looked at any of my makeup vlogs, highly recommend, because regardless of whether I did a full face, like I'm taking pictures, or whether it was a summer face with just a few products, I always put a little bit of a really bright color right there. And that really opens up your eyes. Yes, Sister Girl Chronicles. The products that I link, when the person earlier asked me about that in another vlog, those were the preservative-free eye drops. But again, those things they're all over the counter. And again, if they don't work, a doctor's visit is in order. What's your take on finding the best eyeglass frames for the shape of your face? That's an interesting question. There are definitely like guidelines, about, if you have a round face, if you have an almond face, if you have an oval face, there are definitely guidelines for what works best. But I always say take those things with a grain of salt, because ultimately it's what do you like on your face. For instance, I have a round face, and so the experts, and I'm purposely using air quotes, typically recommend glasses that are more angular, like these. They're more angular. I just like these glasses. I don't know if I like them because they follow the recommendations or not, but I think it's more about style, especially if you wear prescription glasses and it's glasses that you wear all the time. You need them all the time. It should definitely be something that you like. Now, one of the challenges is wearing something, kind of getting used to it. So there are some brands, Warby Parker, and this isn't like I'm not a sponsor for Warby Parker. They were one of the first brands that allowed you to test frames. Like they will send you, I think it's 5 frames. Obviously there's no prescription in the glasses, but they will send you, it's either 3 or 5 frames. They will send you and you can just test them just to see, do I like this? Is this a frame I want to wear all the time? I think that is a phenomenal customer service aspect. They may not be the only ones that do it anymore, but I highly recommend that. And so it's also a way to try out a new shape. If you kind of want to update, like if you've been using the same glasses over and over again and you want to update your style, update your frame, being able to live with them for a while, a week or so, I think is really, really helpful. So if you're asking because you are thinking about updating your eyeglass wardrobe, or if you're starting new, regardless of the reason, I think any option that you have to live with the frame for a while is a great option. Oops. But that's a great question. That's a great question. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't wear glasses that much because I just need them for like reading. Like I don't really need them for driving. And so now I have contacts on. Like I'm one of those people, I wear my contacts, and then if I have to read really, really fine print, I will put my my 1.5 readers on. If I don't have any contacts in, then I need the 3.0s. Okay, guys, before we wrap it up, any more questions? You guys have had, as always, great questions, great insight that kind of informs the information that I bring to the community in general when I'm creating content. I tell you guys all the time, this channel is for you. And I always want to bring you content that is valuable and helps you live your best life. So if you are watching this on Team Replay, when it uploads later today, thank you. And feel free to drop your comments, questions, recommendations in the chat, even if you're watching it on replay. Y'all know I love chit chatting with you in the DMs. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Oh, thank you so much. Have a fantastic weekend. Those of you in Chicago, you said it was storming. I know the Northeast. It's chilly right now in New York, and in Boston. All About Food says they got wintry mix, which is all the things: snow, ice, rain, sleet. So be careful, stay warm, be safe. And even though I am traveling next week, yes, I will see you next Friday. No matter where I am, I'll see you guys next Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. As always, thanks so much. See you guys later.